go. How's it going? We're going to look at the weeks and high vibration. Grand rising. Surprises, maybe surprise endings, divine surprise endings, if you will. Uh, let's see. Don't start your ish right now, bro. I'm not even joking. Don't start your ish. There is this energy of pulling back and activity and isolation that I do feel like is necessary for your own growth and healing, and this energy of disruption, right? It's like this: somebody wants you to sacrifice your need to recuperate, to rest, because they want some sort of recognition, they want attention from you, and everything in you is saying you need to pull back right now. You will have, see, look, see, double sevens. It's a stark warning for someone. Be careful, you know what I mean? Because it's coming from on top, and I don't want somebody to like, y'all gonna make me act up right. Yeah, we're in Leo season. People need to understand the need for balance. I also feel like people, in a lot of ways, are ooh, 202. See, we got these things in my region called a 301 and a 202. Somebody needs like self mental R&R. Otherwise, they're going to end up in a room somewhere voluntarily. That's not cool. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Because I feel like it come pouring out. Pay attention, right? This is a strong heads up. Spiritual cleansing is always a practice. Oy, 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 oy. Somebody's going through changes and they're not understanding how. Like, I feel like if you need them, you'll tell them. But this is someone who wants to hold on to you while you go through this transformation. And this upgrade is a serious one, right? It's the ampersand. Anyway, that's a whole different level. Look, see, power, rest, and rejuvenation with the Lionsgate portal and this energy. It's like there are people who are like, hey, like they're conflicted right now because they know you're on to new beginnings. And the temptation is so high right now. And also with the Saturn retrograde and a couple other things going on in the transits, they're feeling it. They're really feeling it. And this is you. And they want, like a moth to a flame, burned by the fire. Come, look at these energies. Like you're rebuilding, you're powering up. And so you're going through this spiritual union of self. You're very much standing in power and authority, or you need to. You really do. So it's like you're in this energy, like, because people are drawn to it, right? You're elevating, you're upgrading. And so all of a sudden, not to mention the closer we get to with Venus in retrograde and Mercury about to hit, there are all of these reminiscent, and I reminisce over you for real, that sort of dun, dun, dun. And all of a sudden they're like, oh my gosh, I gave up the best thing, but you're not the same person. Like that person is long gone. Like they to mention, your ancestors need your attention. I see that too. Like you're, it's like quiet as it's kept. People who play too much in energies, they can feel this elevation. They can feel this ascension, this upgrade, right? And they're like, yo, before you make all your decisions and da 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 da, they're like trying to put you on a different path, trying to make peace with you. But you see this coming, like you're in this spiritual union of self. It's beautiful. and you're firmly rooted. Okay, so wait, let me back up. Although that's somebody, okay? That's your week's end, okay? So if you get the message that you need to take some, feel like that's pretty consistent. So take some time. You can do it, baby. But yeah, yeah. You better listen to spirit. You better listen to spirit. You better listen to spirit. Yep, exactly. Ace of Swords. Okay. They can see the light. Now, right, people finally see you in your true essence. Too late though. Remember that. Remember that. Okay? It's very important. I feel like the veil, right? Look. Look at that. You being balanced, I, remember that we were singing all week, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, I Walk Alone, my shadow. Look, you cool. You cool. You cool. You on some other shit. But like I said, like a moth to a flame. So those people who are in their darkness and their shadow are going to be very much. Mm, I really do like the energy. Transformative. I feel like some folks actually watch you go through your transformation, this power struggle. I don't think they would ever have thought you would come out on top. They thought the shadow would win, but you had patience, right? Because patience is a virtue. And virtues come from who? Come from where? Right. You learn to balance, alchemize. Told you. You stand fully in your power, in your light, in your dark. See? 11, 11. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Ooh. Wow. Wow. Archangel Metatron, we love you. Archangel Raphael, we love you. Angel balance. Look, you are fully aligned in your path and your purpose. Right where you're supposed to be. But now people want to sketch you. They can't. No containments. No containments. Look. Ooh. Told you they want to try to put you back in some other shit. Mm-mm. Because they're getting their shit. They are. But they trying to smother your seed and they can't. They couldn't kill your hope. So be mindful as you gallop towards your victories, your successes. There are some leeches, okay? A lot of these folks are people you warned, you educated. They saw you at your lowest, conflict and defeat. They were there for it. They were still making their gains. Didn't give a shit about you. It's so interesting because it's like that red candle down there. They were hoping to draw you back, but you've elevated in such a way. It's like they can't manipulate anything. You on some cosmic ish. The universe talks to you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, weeks in for the collective. Accelerated motion. Look at this. Hold on. We'll get to those. Look at that. Wow. That's all it is. Whew. I told you as you, because it's been a great week, has it not? See the gateways, the 11th? Do you see it? It's been a great week, has it not? Whew. You can let go of all urgency. You're no longer on the clock, and I feel like that's important. You need to release yourselves. If some of you truly need to turn your phones off, disconnect, turn off the Wi-Fi, like really, turn everything is off in the house that you can. You know, the refrigerator need to stay on, shit like that, the oven, I get that. But everything else you should really power down. No humming, no ticking, none of that shit. Do not disturb. Take a weekend for yourself. And I mean that. Take a good weekend. Why not? Archangel Razel or her pretty self. Look, ooh, I told you your ancestors. Look. Got chills up the legs. Thank you. Wisdom, inspiration, Akashic records, cleansing, attunement, historical connections, and purpose. 28. Some of you, you're gonna find out you come. Oh, I got chills. You got rich ancestors. Like you come from a very wealthy. Ooh, legacy. How y'all doing? That is. You might even have a dream about this and where to go, where to look. Your intuition gonna be on fleek. Woo. Moving on. See, accelerated motion. Wow. How y'all doing? How you doing? I mean, just the ripple chills. Just the. Yes. Energy's activated. Really, I feel like you're gonna get a lot of healing. For some of you, I feel like you're gonna find out your spiritual inheritance and legacy with the whole shamanic healing and ancestors there. They're gonna like break the barrier, and it's a lot. Like you come from a line of medicine people. Yeah. Ooh, there's a lot of angels around you. Archangel Regal, Archangel Phanuel, whew, Archangel Raziel. You see what I mean? Mental clarity, wisdom of the Magi. This is beautiful. Oh yeah. Prosperity. And I had a dream. Sensitivity and strength. Whoa. Ah, look, learning a new path. It's gonna get very deep, y'all. Ooh. Yeah, they're gonna open up the floodgates. Talent guides, teachers, up from the depths. See what I mean? Ooh, I can feel it. I can feel it. That's incredible. I hope you guys can, because that's really awesome. Um, yeah. Look, expansion, legacy, family tree. Told you, connections. Oh, they've been trying to get you this. Look, but people have been trying to slow you down, trying to, obstruct and get you caught up in sticky situations so you wouldn't receive this. Get here. Too late. Exactly. Look. Yeah. Look. It's your time. Archangel Raguel. I'm sorry. I'm tongue tied. Yeah. Whew. Everything has been ordered. I want you to know that. I feel like that's all going to come full circle. Weeks in. It's dope, guys. Take some time for yourselves. It's so important. Let no one disrupt your journey this weekend. It is a mental health break for you, and it's coming down from on top, okay? And I mean that. That's why they said 202 instead of a 301, because like it's completely different. Give that to yourself. You've earned it. There's blessings in that process. Yes, conscious steps. For some of you, this could be part of the 12-step program, especially if you're detoxing. Very important. This is, man, leave work at work. I mean that. Some of you got some seriously high pressure jobs. You need to leave work at work. Do you understand me? And that's it. You need a weekend. Look, power, truth, connection. Wow. This is dope. The last time I saw something like this with this many energies going to present in a short amount of time, um, I don't even want to get into that. It's none of y'all business. It's not. I love you, but no. Rapid growth and development. Stay on your P's and Q's, but it's all for your benefit. See, it's all for your benefit. You're going to look deep into someone's eyes, but it really feels angelic. Like I said, no, I said this the other day. Y'all going to be meeting real life angels. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. The eye contact is going to be off this, whew, just off the Richter scale. But see, there we go. See, this is that energy again. See, they're trying to disrupt your peace. We saw that. I saw that yesterday. Because they feel some, got me feel some kind of way. Right, because the universe has, look, them transits is rough. Rough. And that's what it's going to be. There will be, I'm going to say this, y'all. There will be some relationships coming to a very abrupt end this weekend. You are, listen, you feel the writing on the wall. You do. You do. You do. Because it felt so good at a point. It did, but somewhere along the way, downtrodden, just worn, what do they call that? Burning the candle at both ends, if you will. Winning at all costs, a power struggle, not truly seeing eye to eye, one thinking they're better than the other. This is what destroyed this connection. And so this is a fated sort of moment. What's going to happen? Will you allow the shift in your finances and how you live to keep you in a situation where you feel broken mentally, emotionally, where there's bickering and one-upmanships? It's what's something that's supposed to be loving and harmonious, but it's not. There's a reason why seeds don't grow in this garden, because it's bitter. Or are you going to take this cue from the universe, right? And deal with it. Is it worth the battle? Or can you find peace? But there's a pivotal moment coming in someone's relationship this weekend. Will you pull back for the sake of peace and sanity? Or will you let it go because you're right and they're wrong? All right. Whoever I'm talking to, you're relatively young. You're a young adult. You were born in 97. So understand that relationships are hard. Free auntie advice. Sidebar, since you're so young. You might need a spiritual teacher. I mean that because I feel like y'all religious, and that's why you're married so young. And so you need a marital counselor, right? If you want to save your marriage, if because y'all young, your relationships, right? But this is all part of the process. First, there's love, right? Then there's the acceptance of the person, right? And then you guys get the whole romantic thing because you're like, oh my God, but there's growth beyond that. Um, because the things that you love will become the things that irritate you most. Right. Like, say, for instance, this person likes to exaggerate stories, and it changes the pipe slightly depending on who they're telling it to, da 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 da, right? That could really drive you like up a wall eventually, right? Because you've heard the same stories and they keep da 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 da. But that's part of the acceptance, right? How do you playfully call that person out privately about their embellishment? See what I mean? Like, it's all perspective. There are deal breakers. There are definitely deal breakers. It's called shadow work. It's called growth. Can you love them through their growth? Can, and vice versa, right? It's not easy. It's not. But don't be motivated by the wrong things. Because this is a hell of an energy to live with. I get the passion. I see it. I don't even want to go there. But that's not healthy. You know what I mean? The hot and cold, the breakups, the makeup. It's just not. I feel like you could survive it. You're on the the precipice of something pretty amazing that could shift the dynamic. But y'all might really just need to go to your separate corners right now. This could also be your wedding coming up. Wedding planning can be very interesting. This could even be a prenup for someone. Why are you worried about that? Are you seriously? I'm not kidding. I don't see the problem in you or any person signing one as long as it's fair. And I don't mean from the perspective of half and things like that. I mean morality clauses. That's how prenup's supposed to work, type shit. And if there's a serious jump economically, they're there to protect the person who is by all accounts being blessed. They are. They're being upgraded into it's what is it? Hypergamy. That lateral financial move. And so I get that because there are cons and snakes everywhere. So let's not be confused and daft because marriage is a business, and that's just all it is to it. Because you see the tree, right? It's got to start somewhere, and the fruit be the assets. Okay, children, property, da 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 da. All right, anyway. Yep, somebody's relationship is going to hit a test by the universe. They could be tempted in some way. Could be tempted to stray because of all of this, and oh, that's love come quick, love come in a hurry. Right, because see, there could be some little old flame, right, trying to lure your person in as a, to trap them because y'all going through issues. You better pay attention to your relationships. Y'all almost to where you need to be. You really want to sacrifice it for what? All right, make good decisions this weekend. You need to stand your ground. You better be like Paul, my man. You better run. Run, Forrest. Run, Forrest. Right. And if it's really, really over, stand on that shit. But I feel like you need to stand up to any sort of temptation. And some of y'all just need to accept that you lost. I'm going to say that too. Because some of this energy feels like that scene from Harlem Nights. When he was like, I don't like kids while I'm shooting dice. Somebody a sore loser. Take that licking. Look at this shit. Misery love company. You better stand your ground this weekend. It's not a joke. Whatever you need to do for self, you need to do that. Because look, people be all up in deception, envy, bored, and discontent. This is childish energy, yo. Look, they want you to sacrifice your new beginning, right? Because they want to come along and ride on a fantastic voyage. Look, choose wisely, deception and envy. Slide, slide, slippity slide. Like a beat from California. It up. They said that's true, true. Told you that chariot only has one charioteer. It's not a two-person cart. You need to meditate, so you can choose which direction to take. Meditate. That's like talking about those good vibrations. I don't know why they gave me those words to that beat, but that's what it's about. Good vibrations. Because somebody really wants you to take on their baggage. Look, see? Fantastic voyage. Good vibrations. Look. Wait. Oh, oh, yo, they be so funny. Oh, yeah. You got elevation to do. You got, you know what I mean? That's exactly what it is. Some of y'all need to go for a hike. Or you supposed to go on a trip up to the mountains and they like, no, come with me to the beach. And you like, no, I want to stand your ground. Stand your ground. It's not a joke. Look, you need this. You and yourself. You need this. And they need to go through this too. Somebody need to detox like a motherfucker. I mean that shit. Weak sin looks good, don't it? Mm, 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 mm. It's like the better you do, the worse somebody gonna feel. I just want you to know that the more you pull back your energy, the worse people gonna really feel. I mean that, like, just weird shit. They're gonna be start. They're gonna start acting like weirdos, y'all. Right. Mental clarity, exactly. I see true. Mm-hmm. They really want you to be conscious and intentional about your actions going into the end of the week. Look, phase entanglement, emotional influence. Right. Told you. Reject any energy coming towards you. Mean girl gossip. Da, da, da. This is why you need a break from it all. Television, media, social media, all of that shit. Like, it's real. Because all of this is causing uncertainty in somebody. And you can't be uncertain right now, but this is all part of projection. Right. This is why they're saying if you don't take yourself away from all this bullshit, joy, blessings, intuition, look, whatever, if you don't go somewhere, right, right. Because if you, once you remove yourself, things are going to come out, hidden truths, things that you didn't know. Take time to yourself. It's so important. Right. Have patience. Things will come to the surface. It's like aha moments. I mean that. You stagnating yourself with people is just delaying the information that you want so your direction and paths are clear. You need to separate for your own success, right? Your own victory. Take this time. Be on your own. Take your journals. Love yourself. Step into this Queen of Cups energy, self-love, pouring out, but also very masculine energy. Do things for yourself. Allow this to happen, right? Because you need to go through this. Like, it's important to recharge yourself. Too many distractions, too many disruptions. Again, the message is very consistent. Okay, very consistent. You need to emotionally withdraw. I feel a little redundant right now, but that's the truth. They just gonna have to suffer on their own while you take your R&R. Just let them. It's a sacrifice for you too. And that's even. Listen, if you have children, figure it out. I know that's a hard ask, but your sanity is worth it. Y'all got some folk in the family that can help you, especially if you got young folk who thinking about having children. Let them watch Real Kids for a couple weeks, for a weekend, and see how they feel. Look, they'll be much more mindful in their creation when they recognize how much energy they have. If they may slow down a little bit. Right. It'll build their sensitivity and strength for their future endeavors. It's a good idea. I'm telling you, I done put it out there for somebody because you need a personal break. No men's, no children's, no women's, no children, no mama calling you, no daddy calling you, no auntie, no aunt, none of that shit. Just off somewhere, wherever that is for you, where you can be like, I don't have no signal out here. This is beautiful. And when I say, it's so funny, when I say no children, it's so important because that scene that's a fucked up scene, right? Because the kid and the, now, y'all seen Harlem Nights, and if you didn't, why? 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 They need to re-release that, like, now in theaters. Man, I'm like, because that shit is funny. That whole movie lived rent free in my head, and I'm okay with that. That shit's funny. Right. Some of you need time with your girlfriends, your actual soul tribe. Do something. Camp and light a fire. I know it's warm for most places, but fire keep bugs at bay too. Right. Releasing difficulty up from the depth. Some of you just need an overnighter. Just, a little time. We can do it, baby. Right. Wow. Because somebody's really trying to project depression and longing, right, towards you. And I don't feel like that's your energy. 11, which is a 2 and 2. See what I mean? Like, people trying to attach to you. They like, come back to me. Don't do that shit. Look. People got to deal with their own shit. Don't be a listening ear this weekend. Not to the people in your life already. Be open to foreign encounters, to strangers, because you'll be talking to angels. I'm not even joking. Like, pay attention. But you gotta unplug. You gotta disconnect. You gotta leave them alone. And some, and for others, it's like you a little thin around the edges, a little fragile, ready to smack somebody. Don't. 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 You're going through ascension. And whatever ascended master is near you, I would think the majority of them be like non-violent. But there's something about this one's energy that makes you much more reactive verbally. And I don't think you're quite um, accustomed to the aggressive nature of this particular ascended master's energy. They don't suffer fools easily. And so if you felt yourself like popping off a little faster, a little reactive, it's because of the energy that is crowning on you currently. You might want to meditate and get in touch with that ascended master, and so y'all can have a much more simpatico experience, and so they don't get you hemmed. I mean, some of y'all could really just be stepping in because we kept seeing the sacrifice card, right? You could really just be stepping into your Christ consciousness. Because let me tell you, Yahshua was not, he ain't such the fools either. Like, if you read what he was quoted to have said, you would see the snarly, the snarky, the pushback, the challenge. Like, it wasn't like that. It wasn't sweet. It wasn't sweet. That's why he irritated people. He triggered people. Yeah. So some of you are just truly stepping into your Christ consciousness, like you're challenging things, and that's very important. Like you're supposed to challenge things, but boy, uh, I don't think you really understood what it was going to be like to have that Pentecost experience. ah, mm. Yeah, and I feel like hold on, we um we discussed that. It was the Feast of Pentecost. When was that? Okay. So it was June 5th for Western followers, and then June 12th for Eastern followers. Right. Right. Because it's the seventh Sunday from Easter Sunday. Right. See that seven? Mm-hmm. And Christ is the right. I'm just saying, man. Just saying, man. Yeah. See. Look, cause it's out of nowhere. You ain't got no problems just sounding off on people out of nowhere. You just like, well, a moment ago I wasn't quite so comfortable to be like, you know what? This is where you need to go. This is where you're fucking up at. This is what's wrong in your life. And da 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 da. And you like, damn, my gifts is amplified. It's that, but it's also it's one of these. I feel like it's maybe a monk or something because it's something about the church and the window and there's the friar. Yeah. Oh, joy, blessings, intuition. Right. It's to help make you more certain. Right. Boom, 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 boom. Many choices. Right. Exactly. You just be like, damn, where's this coming from? It's like you see in every direction now. Yeah. Yeah, it's real. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Yeah. Oh, Lord. But this serious balance, self-care. Be self-centered this weekend. Your ancestors got you. They got all the light work. You ain't got to do nothing spiritual. You got it. You got it. You got it. Yeah. Ooh. See? They appreciate. They appreciate you. They want to bless you, too, for all that you do. Kinship ancestors. You know the ones. Oh yeah, they got some new talents they sprinkling on sprinkle. That's my shit. Y'all know who it is. Wait. Fuck. Oh, composure, child. Hold on. Mm. All right, maybe. We just gonna say, no. I'm gonna leave that alone. You'll figure it out. You will figure it out. because I see all the different types of ascended masters, and some are definitely uh, specific to you individually. So I don't want to just sound off on, yeah. I will. Okay, she funny. Oh, lady, you funny. And yes, you. Yeah, it's time. Yep, never mind. Nope. I'm gonna mind my business. Yep, thank you. A lot of them are people from your family tree, though. I will say that. And so you got to remember certain relatives that either the ones you heard about but never met. It's gonna be something like that too. Look, you gonna feel divine presence. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. The force of love and creation. Wow. See why it's important for you to take some R&R? Period. All right. I'm gonna leave those. I gotta grab different cards because those are all. I love those. Those are very high vibration, and that's why we pulled them out. Because, mm, yeah, because we already covered. They're gonna be energy vampires, and people trying to break your peace, and da 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 da. It's like a right. But now you're being given the green light to be a little selfish with your energy. Not even a little. Like really unplug, do your thing, take that guidance. Right, right. Mm. All right. Let's try. I don't want to mess up the vibe. You know what I mean? like, hey, some of you need to, if there's a wine tasting at an estate that you want to go to, do that. Do that. Yeah, some of you, a mountain estate, we were getting at like a hike. Do that. Again, campsite. That's what I was getting, keep the bugs away before. Airbnb. Could be like a glamping site. Do that. You could do a workshop or a retreat. Do the Airbnb. It's worth it, okay? You're being greenlit, okay? Just helping you like think through your options and things you've been, you know, mulling around the back of your mind. Some of you just a motel somewhere, right? Some of you it is. Do the Airbnb. Some of you need to compare prices on which one is better. I'm just gonna tell you that right now for what you're getting. Just saying. Just saying. Some of you, if you're thinking about camping, you might want to book at a nearby motel as well. Could be a weather issue, and you don't want to pack it up and go home. So have a plan B. Right. Now that's interesting. Some of you find solace. This could be like a church retreat too. Even though I do have a retreat card, but motel church. Maybe this is a place you want to visit, like a holy site to you. Do it. Okay, thank you, Father. Yeah. Oh, some of you want to go to a soccer game. Go do that. Yeah, go play basketball. Do something to clear your energy. Things that are just make you feel good. Especially if you're an accountant and like that's why I said leave work at work. Take your ass to a theme park. Go live on the edge a little bit. If you work in a hospital, if you got the weekend off, you can take your ass somewhere. Undergrads, not even joking. Unplug before you have to restart school. Take a weekend. Look, and the word college is right there. I'm gonna say this. It's hard if your harvest are in and you got a little time between plantings and take your ass someplace or go to the farm. Country farm. If you're a mechanic, you definitely need some R&R. Plane, train, automobile. Don't play. I saw a spa lake, but I also saw a dispensary. But some of y'all need to go get your restock. Yeah, look, I'm not kidding. Dispensary, vineyard, right? And that way, when you take that trip, all you gotta do is get your papers and some gas. Man, do stuff. Do something fun, right? Break the pattern because theme parks are repetitious. It's like it's a lot going on, but at the end of the day, once you've been to the park, you pretty much know the setup, you know what the rides are, know what to expect. Get out of there. Take a break. You need a break. Mm. Let's give him one, and we're done. Look, direction. That's confirmation. Clarity. Excuse me. Clarify what you are seeking so the path becomes clear. Exactly. Maybe that's all part of this. Take a moment. Clarify what it is you're seeking. Right. You might need to unplug to do that. Like ask yourself, what is it? Hard to do that when everybody's pulling at every string you got. Okay. Mm. Oh, excuse me. Be sensitive to where you are and excuse me, where you are at and reflect on where you most need healing. For some of you, you know what's funny? Um, this could also be like location astrology. If you're not familiar, look it up. Period. Just look it up, figure it out. It could be helpful because where you're at may not be exactly where you're supposed to be, and it's hard to ask for, anything when you're not in the place to receive it. You understand? Okay. All right, guys. I'll be back in a moment. I just don't want to muddy this reading. So, bye.